and welcome to Durham Dining, your source for eating out in Durham region. I'm Morgan Hoffman. Every week, Mark Suknanen and I will spotlight 3 great restaurants in Durham. Today, we're in Brooklyn at Remember When Tea House, where, believe it or not, even the furniture is on the menu. But tea will have to wait. First, we're taking a look at 2 unique restaurants you won't want to miss. This week, everything from shellfish linguine at Chatterpaul's in Whitby to high tea for 2 at Remember When Tea House in Brooklyn. And the Rat Pack, a massive sandwich that old Blue Eyes could be proud of at Sinatra's Italian Sandwiches in Oshawa. We're at Chatterpaul's, a restaurant that radiates atmosphere the minute you walk through the front doors. The head chef and co-owner is known as the Chad Man, and after 18 years in Durham, has earned a reputation for fine dining. So sit back, relax, and let James Chatterpaul show us what makes him the Chad Man.
Felt that there was a sort of a niche for what we envisioned to be a great restaurant, kind of urban, kind of downtown New York, very sleek, you know, noisy, but not, we have a loud restaurant, we have an open kitchen, so I think people come for the atmosphere. Chad is a wizard, honestly. I almost hate to say this because I know other people are going to hear me say it, he's never wrong. He has a brilliance for flavor combinations. He understands the chemistry of food.
If you've ever wanted to cook like a pro, the Chad Man also offers cooking lessons. And I got a taste of what that's like making shellfish linguine.
Garlic, some shallots, some mussels,
Okay.
small touch of rosemary, thyme, basil.
Oh,
Keep in mind, this is in summer and all, we want to keep it very light, very fresh.
looks delicious already.
I'm going to give Poppy the red wine. White wine there, please.
This one right here?
That's right.
Okay.
A little touch of white wine there.
Oh, beautiful. And what will that do to the sauce?
This is going to deglaze the sauce, get all that flavor off the bottom of
Oh.
the pan. So now you have a natural flavor.
Right?
You know, a small touch of tomato paste,
Okay. You make it look easy.
a couple of shrimps, and a small amount of plum tomatoes.
Perfect.
That dish, Morgan, you're going to put it aside, just cover that dish, let it cook.
Okay.
While that's cooking, we have a piece of lamb here that we cooked for about 15 minutes. Our menu is a very eclectic menu. So we have a bit of some red meat, some chicken, some seafood. We got lobsters. It's a very eclectic menu. The flavors varies from East Indian to Cajun to West Indian, European. It's all over. So it all depends on the mood that we're in and the flavors that's out there, what's available, what's fresh, what's not, you know. So that's how we decide what we're going to put on our menu. A piece of foie gras.
What was that again?
Foie gras. Goose liver.
Goose liver. Wow.
Well, that's been sitting there a bit, Morgan. This is our dish here that's already been
That simmering
yeah.
and oh, look at that. That looks
Yeah,
delicious
nice piece
already.
of lobster.
Oh my
look at that.
goodness.
Lobster
I don't
in
know if
there.
I've ever seen a lobster. That looks
Add
delicious.
some small touch of lobster, clams in there also.
Okay.
Back to the foie gras dish.
And that's our sauce that's
That's
been
going to be a
simmering.
sauce for our rack of lamb.
For the rack of lamb,
Yes.
okay.
Small deglaze, a small touch of brandy. You might want to stand back a bit.
Oh, gonna be a bit of a killer flame. Woo! Nice. And here I just thought it was for the display. I didn't know it
Oh.
actually helped it.
And a small touch of demi-glaze.
What was that?
Demi-glaze with a beef stock reduction.
He has just an innate sense of flavor and what goes with what. And the presentation speaks for itself when you see the dishes, but the flavor itself, people can't describe the flavors. They're so intense. And people who have never been here before are always shocked, and the people who come back are always like, wow, he's done it again, like another dish. And a lot of people say he's at the top of his game right now, that his food has never been so so fabulous.
Oh my goodness, that looks delicious.
See, Roy, if you can let Morgan finish that and you can finish the lamb, that'd be great. Warren?
You want me
Morgan
to
can finish that. Be careful.
Okay, so let's grab this. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but let's give this a try.
And you can walk in the slam there, Warren. That'd be great. Sauces behind you, Warren.
Hopefully I am doing this right. I'm pretty much just putting
You're doing a
it
great
together.
job there,
That looks
Morgan.
good.
Great
If
job.
Chadman's saying I'm doing a good job, then
There we
I
go.
believe him. I think I'm doing okay then.
I'll start that over there.
Okay. Is there certain, does
That's
the
all right.
tomato get on there
You know
too?
what? Just throw it all in
Just
there.
throw it all in, okay.
We do a hands-on cooking class, and that's where you, like yourself or your husband or girlfriend, will get together, come and see me on a Monday or Tuesday night, and we'll create a menu, and we'll do it together.
It's awful.
That's beautiful.
He's just being nice.
That's beautiful.
All right. Oh, should we use all of it?
Oh, just yes.
Just
As
load
much
it
as you
up.
can,
Okay.
yes. What you want to do now?
Okay.
Go ahead and pour it in. Just pour it all in.
Oh, all right.
Just arrange it nicely. So you have a bit of a presentation.
He's gonna fix my problem.
Yeah. It's all right. Take a bit of time to get it like this. Here we go.
Perfect. There we go.
And if Warren can pass over that lobster, that'll be great.
The lobster goes on top
lobster
of all
goes
that?
right into
Oh
the
my
water.
goodness. Well, there's no small portion here, that's for sure.
There we go.
Wow. I wouldn't, that looks amazing.
I'll make sure you got at least half an hour. You finish the lobster yourself.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. And that's for one person?
That's for one person.
Oh, wow. And we still have a rack of lambs, which looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're being spoiled. Look at this.
There we go.
And there you go. Chad made it look extremely easy, but I bet it tastes amazing, so I can't wait to try this out. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Chatter Paul's has only been in Whitby a short while, but after watching the Chadman and Penny work their magic, it's a sure bet they'll be staying a long time. As a matter of fact, I'm even gonna take classes with Chad. But first, the food. Shellfish linguine, calamari, bacon wrapped scallops, and a rack of lamb. It all looks too good, but I'm gonna dig in anyways. So flavorful. Chatter Paul's is located at 3500 Brock Street North in Whitby. We're just getting started, so join us after the break as Mark visits Sinatra's Italian Sandwiches in Oshawa. Then we're heading to Brooklyn to see what high tea is all about at Remember When Tea House.
Serving meals fit for the chairman of the board, Sinatra's hot Italian sandwiches will definitely fly you to the moon. Hello, Dave. How are you? Good. All right. Thanks for having me, first of all. This is my first time here at Sinatra's hot Italian sandwiches. Why the name Sinatra's?
Well, Sinatra's was developed over conversations with my wife and myself. There's a chain in Toronto that does the sauce a particular way, and I wanted my wife to do the sauce the same way. So she said, no, I want to do it my way. Because she spent 12 years in Genoa on the north, and they cook different in Italy from the north and the south. So we kept going back to that my way, her doing the sauce her way, and then suddenly Sinatra's name came up. And then we thought, well, that'd be a great name. So we researched it and found as long as we don't use Frank Sinatra, we just use the name Sinatra, we can do it. So we registered the name, and now we're called Sinatra's Italian Sandwiches.
There you go.
There we are.
Just like that. All right. So what do you have to offer here?
Well, we have a limited menu up here.
Okay.
But we specialize in the veal. It's our most popular sandwich. 3 of the sandwiches on our menu are breaded. The veal, the chicken, and the eggplant. The other sandwiches are not breaded. We bring everything fresh in from the butcher, and we prepare everything in our own kitchen. We do it how everybody'd have to do it at home. We make our own meatballs. We take the chicken breast, we pound it, put it through eggs, put it through breadcrumbs. So everything's handmade, and everything's cooked to order. They all come on a fresh Italian Kaiser with their own homemade tomato sauce. All the sandwiches that are up on the board are fine the way they are. But some people they do like to add extra toppings.
Okay, so when talk about, is there different spiciness, different spices, different herbs you guys will use on your sandwiches?
We use that in the sauce when my wife, it's part of her own personal recipe, so that's a little secret. But we also have hot sauce. So the sandwiches are ordered 3 different ways: sweet veal, medium veal, or hot veal. And sweet would be just the tomato sauce, medium would be so much of the jalapeno peppers, and hot would be, of course, twice the medium.
Which would be very, very hot.
And some people can ask for it extra hot also.
Yeah. Do you have people asking for very hot stuff?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So customer favorites.
Veal's most popular.
Veal's the most
The
popular.
veal, when you add up the sandwich at the end of the month, all of them, the veal outsells everything combined.
All right. Well, do you think it'd be okay if I went in the kitchen
Oh,
to
absolutely.
see how this Rat Pack sandwich is
Absolutely.
made?
My wife's back there. Maybe she can show you how to make a
All
how
right.
she
Well,
makes a
thank
sandwich.
you so much.
Thank you.
Hello, Julie. How are you?
Good, Mark. How are you?
I'm great. Something smells very good in your kitchen. I assume it's your sauce.
It is. It is
Yeah.
my sauce. Everything smells good in here, though, I must say.
It does. All
Yes.
right, you're right. All right. So can you show me how to make one of your sandwiches? Which one will you show me today?
Well, I'm going to show you how to make a Rat Pack sandwich, which is probably our second most popular sandwich.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to throw a piece in.
Okay.
Okay. So I've put that in the pan. It takes usually about 3 to 4 minutes to cook, but I do have some already ready here for us
All right.
so that
So
we can
what
use
is
that.
the batter made of?
Okay. It's actually a breading.
Okay.
Okay, so we use fresh eggs and we dip it in the fresh eggs, put it in the breadcrumbs, then it's ready for us to cook up.
Very
okay?
carefully prepared.
Very carefully, tenderly, yes, most definitely. Every piece is pounded by hand and every piece is breaded by hand, and then we only cook it when it gets ordered, so it's nice and fresh and hot. And that's their basic ingredients for the Rat Pack sandwich. Okay, so what we would do is we would put my
Special sauce.
special, wonderful smelling
Yeah, it
sauce
smells
on the bun.
Amazing.
And then we would take the piece of veal,
Okay.
okay, and we usually
Just cut it in half then?
cut it in half, yeah, just because it makes it a little bit easier for everyone to eat.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's hanging out of the bun. And these are pieces of breaded eggplant.
Oh, eggplant.
Eggplant goes in the Rat Pack. Well, see, the Rat Pack kind of came to be because my favorite sandwich is eggplant and my husband's is veal, so we put the two
Just
together.
Put the two together.
Yes,
Just match
we did.
very well together,
it
right?
did, and it became a daily special, and then after that, the rest is history.
All right. So how do you measure how much sauce you put on? Like, do you put on a
We
lot? Do you
don't.
put on a
We
little?
we like to make it messy unless someone specifies.
Okay,
We just
and-
kind of go for it.
And this, you said this is a customer favorite. So do they love the sauce when it's like smothered on?
Most definitely.
Yes.
It's not a first date kind of sandwich. if
Okay.
You know what I
If
mean?
I know what you
Yeah.
mean. All right. So going back to the sauce. this
Sure.
beautiful sauce. What is exactly in it?
Well, there are tomatoes. I can't tell you.
You
the
can't
se-
tell
I
me the
can't tell you the
secret. It's called
secrets.
secret for a reason,
It's-
right?
We make about 60 liters of it a day. It's
Okay.
made fresh daily, and there's obviously the best quality of tomatoes and basil and extra virgin olive oil, and the kind of the rest of it is not for your ears.
All right, well,
I can't tell you. See, I can't tell you.
All right. Let's try the sandwich. I
Oh
guess,
yes,
then?
most definitely. I'm
Okay.
going to put a couple of toppings on here
Okay,
just to make
so-
it that much more fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
A drizzle more sauce
Drizzle
to make
more,
it that
why not?
much more messy.
Looks yummy.
That's a word.
Yes.
A lovely slice of provolone cheese. Now you'll never get your mouth around that without me cutting it first, so we'll
Okay.
just give it a cut.
I don't know how
down
I'm
the
gonna get my
side.
mouth around that in the first
Well,
place,
most
but it's
people
okay.
can't, but
Yeah.
you know what? That's the whole fun of this place, right?
Okay. All right. Well, Julie, thank you so much for having me in your kitchen.
Hey, you're very welcome.
And it's
I'll get you
great.
to take a bite
Okay.
and see if you like it.
Let's see. Mmm.
If it doesn't drip, it's not worth it. You know.
Tastes like Italy.
It does. That's what it's supposed to do.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
Hey, you're very welcome.
Sinatra's Italian Sandwiches is located at 944 Simcoe Street North in Oshawa. High tea for two at Remember When Tea House in Brooklyn when we come back. Nestled along the bakeries and shops in historic downtown Brooklyn lies the quaint Remember When Tea House. Built in 1847, this picturesque yellow building wraps itself around the ambiance and antiquities of a slower, more civilized time. Daniela.
Hello, Morgan. Welcome to Remember When.
I can't get over your gorgeous century home here. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
So you have to tell me the story behind creating your tea house.
I originally came to town to look at this building because it was a flower shop, and looked at it and discovered, oh my God, this is stunning. I got to do it into a restaurant. I love to cook, I love to entertain, and I just thought, what a perfect place to do that.
So it was a perfect fit.
Yeah.
So I see antiques everywhere. You have to tell me the decor. What's the story behind the antiques?
It comes from everywhere, garage sales, auctions, friends and family pick things up for us, and it's just a mishmash of odds and ends and antiques and new finds, and
How did you come up with the idea for all the different antiques?
having a very low budget. A low budget. So, when you go antiquing, you can pick up things for $2, $3, and we filled the place up with all kinds of finds.
Well, it looks gorgeous the way you put everything together, and I noticed there's price tags everywhere.
That's right. Everything's for sale. We had customers picking items up and asking us if it was for sale, and we said sure. And we started putting prices on everything, and it helps to pay the bills.
Every bit counts. And the title, or the
title-
name of your
The title, Remember When. There's an old country song that my husband loves, Remember When, and also because when you look around, it brings back memories. Often people say, oh my God, my grandmother had that in her house, and there you go, Remember When.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to take a look. So you're gonna
Sure.
show me the rest of
Of
this house?
course.
Okay, let's explore it.
Yeah, so one of my favorite teas happens to be white ambrosia.
And what's in white ambrosia?
Oh, it's a nice light tea. It's got coconut and pineapple. It's a vacation in a cup.
What other teas you have here?
We have a large variety of teas. We have some herbals, decaffeinated teas, black teas, white teas, and your classic English blend.
Where do you get all your teas from? Any secret spot? Or?
We have a wonderful supplier, and it's really interesting because they actually came to the tea house and blended them all for us until we found the right ones.
So all your teas here are completely different from any other teas.
That's right.
They're all original here, so keep that in mind. What do you have on the lunch menus?
We have some great food. Some of the favorite is our deluxe bistro sandwich.
What's in the deluxe bistro?
Oh, it's got baby spinach and brie cheese and grilled chicken, and we make fresh salads, soups. Soups are made daily, fresh baked scones.
And what kind of, do you have different types of scones? Or
We
you can
do.
tell scones are one of my favorite things.
Today we baked blueberry lemon and cranberry orange.
And do you have specials during the day as well?
We always have a special every day. Today it happens to be our freshly made crepes with shrimp, and we also have a fresh zucchini quiche right out of the garden.
Right out of the garden.
The zucchini, not the quiche.
No, so you grow all your own vegetables, or you grow
We do. We have an organic garden out back, and we get most of our herbs from the back garden.
And I've noticed you say a lot of your food is organic. Can you explain? Does that run right through the menu, or?
We try to buy as fresh as possible. We do have a farmer's market that is here every Saturday. We pick up some of the produce from there, and we're part of the Eat Smart program. So we try to keep everything low fat and low sodium.
Perfect. That sounds delicious. I've also noticed there's an upstairs.
Yes, you have to come and see some of our treasures.
Okay, take me there. I see you've turned your upstairs into a gift shop. What can we expect to see up here?
Oh, anything from china, teacups, teapots. We have Royal Albert. We have art from local artists, oil paintings. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything, something for everybody.
And I've noticed you have purses as well.
We do. We have a collection of purses and shawls, and we have little knit sweaters for babies. And
So you're mixing the new with the old.
but yeah.
What do you think, in your opinion, is the most unique thing up here?
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. One thing off the top of my head, we have the little collectibles from Red Rose Tea. They've been around forever. I'm sure your grandmother probably collected them as
She
well.
definitely has a couple.
So we have quite a few of these hanging around, and yeah, so look, there's something for everybody, and people will spend a lot of time walking around, and they always come down with a little treasure that they found.
high tea is complete and it looks so beautiful. I can't wait to try it. Where did high tea originate?
It started off in the late 1700s by the Duchess of Bedford. It was a way for her to gather around with her friends and have a light snack in between meals. They'd often go to late parties, and this was a way to tie them over and do a gossip session.
Do gossip. And does that explain the smaller sandwiches?
Yeah, it's all dainty and bite-sized. You have to understand they'd be dressed in their finery and their white gloves, and that way they can handle the sandwiches without getting their fingers and gloves dirty.
Now, is there a certain way to hold a teacup? I know the pinky goes out. I've seen that on movies.
I know, we're not that stuffy here. We don't need to use the pinky, but you're supposed to bring the saucer to you and then lift up your cup.
Lift it up. So it's pretty casual here, so nothing too fancy, but still delicious. Well, remember when exudes an old world charm that defies description. The eclectic decor is a treasure trove of antiques, knickknacks, and artwork. With food fit for a queen, the entire experience is one to look back on and say, remember when? Remember When Tea House is located at 61 Baldwin Street North in Brooklyn. If you'd like more information about Durham dining or the restaurants on today's show, please visit rogerstv.com. Let's take a quick look at what we brought you earlier in the show. Remember when Tea House taught us all about high tea in Brooklyn? Mark tried the huge homemade sandwiches at Sinatra's Italian Sandwiches in Oshawa, and the Chad man made us calamari and bacon-wrapped scallops at Chatterpul's in Whitby. Every show is a new culinary experience with new options for you to try. Why spend time cooking food at home when we have such great places to eat in Durham? Until next time, get out there and do some Durham dining of your own. For Mark Suknanen and Durham Dining, I'm Morgan Hoffman.